What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to G-Miles World Podcast. And right now we're talking about some breaking news. The Broncos and Russell Wilson have reached an agreement on a 5-year, $245 million contract extension. My biggest issue with this for the Bronco fans is, all right, this division is really, really tough now. The Chiefs, the Raiders, like, bro, I don't... This situation right here can get really, really nasty fast. The Chargers, these teams are really, really good. So my assessment is this, right? A lot of you guys are very, very happy with Russell Wilson. Obviously, everything that went on with the Seahawks, he had a lot of success. A lot of his early success depended upon that Legion of Boom, though. Richard Sherman, them boys. I know a lot of the other dudes, like the safety, has gone crazy right now. I don't know what he's been doing. But the bottom line about what's going on right now, Bronco fans are asking, are they going to win a Super Bowl in Denver? Now, I do remember recently that one of their star receivers, was it Tim Patrick? I think he had an ACL. He's out. I don't know what's going to happen this year. Do I believe that they will make noise? I do believe that. Do I believe that Russell Wilson is a good quarterback? I do. Do I believe that later on in his career, it made him, when the defense got worse, as people started to get older, Chancellor, these guys started to get older, did he play better? Yes. I think he's a very, very formidable quarterback, but it's not all dependent upon him, right? We need the right tools around him that's going to make him, reach the promised land. Now, the Broncos right now, offensively, I would say that they're decent. All right, even with him being a quarterback, I think right now, defensively, that's their strong suit. Surtain and them boys, that defense is looking really, really grisly, and they're going to have to be grisly in that division. Now, if you're going to tell me that this man is going to be able to take care of business in a fashion where, consistency, all right? Not being a guy that comes out and shows a lack of leadership, not coming out and being a guy that, one week he's really, really good, the next week he's not. If you're able to do stuff like that, I can see, this team going on and making the playoffs and starting to go back to that old school, Denver, John Elway type thing. But again, with everything that he has, all his intangibles, I think he's a really, really good quarterback. I think he can do a lot of the things that are needed. It's just that the division is so tough. Now, I'm going to break it down for you guys really quickly so you guys can understand why I'm a little nervous about this. I think the Broncos staff has seen enough and they know that he's a good quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, for them to extend him like this, he's doing something where they're like, yo, all right, this guy's the real deal. I got no issue with that. God bless him and his money. He and his wife, Ciara, it looks like a beautiful couple. Good stuff's going on there. God bless him with all that. Now, let's talk about the division, all right? Let's talk about the AFC West. Let's start off with the Raiders because I don't believe in Derek Carr. I think he's a better quarterback than Derek Carr. All right, let me know in the comments if you think that I'm wrong about that. I believe that Russell Wilson is a better quarterback than Derek Carr. That's not the issue. The issue is the Raiders have a lot of weapons offensively that can cause a lot of problems. And the way that their confidence with Davante Adams right now is very, very high, and it kind of scares me. So I know Raider Nation just sitting there chomping at the bit like, yo, we're ready to go. That makes me nervous because if they, for whatever reason, start to take off, I don't know what's going to stop them. Like I said, and I wouldn't be this scared if I didn't see how Davante Adams was walking around with too much swag. All these dudes are walking around with way too much swag, bro. Darren Waller, it's too much swag going on. So that makes me nervous right there. Okay? The Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes boy. Look, dude, people need to understand this, right? I'm very concerned to see how he's going to play without Tyreek Hill. But the one thing I can tell you about Patrick Mahomes, his intangibles, his strong arm, his no-look passes, his energy, and the way that he plays, the Chiefs are all going forward will always be dangerous. All right? So, even without Tyreek Hill or whatever's going on, I believe that they'll find a way because of his experience and because of the fact, he's obviously a Super Bowl champion as well as Russell Wilson is. I think that he's going to be a problem for the Broncos going forward because he's not going anywhere. Like, Mahomes is there, bro. Like, he's not... Dude, is Mahomes better than Russell Wilson? I would say he is at this point. But like I said, I would not take Derek Carr over Russell Wilson. So right now, we're just going through the different teams in the division because obviously winning the division is going to get you, right into the playoffs, even though 2 teams can make it. I'm just going, based on that. Now, the Chargers... Herbert is the real deal. This is what I want you guys to understand. Herbert is serious business. Now, when he played the Patriots last year, he played like garbage, but you got to understand, Bill Belichick does that regularly to a lot of quarterbacks. It's not like it's something that doesn't happen. Even to some of the veterans, he just, Bill Belichick is very, very annoying with his schemes. I'm not going to go crazy on Justin about that, but Justin Herbert is the real deal, okay? So you're in a division with some really, really good quarterbacks, okay? Russell Wilson is probably, right now, would I take Justin Herbert over Russell Wilson? Not right now. I probably would say in the division, Carr is fourth. I would say that Herbert is third. I would say Russell Wilson is second. I would say Patrick Mahomes is first. Okay? So even with that being the way that it is, any one of those teams can beat the Broncos on any given Sunday, obviously. But who are the better teams? You see what I'm saying? Like, who's the best team right now in that division? I think we could argue that it would have to be the Chiefs, right? Let me know. Like, I'm just going based on, general knowledge, moving forward with the way that we're going to be starting. I know a lot of you guys are excited. Football is back next week, and everybody's getting a little bit, like, crazy about it. But let's be realistic. The Broncos are not the best team, right? So they're going to have to play above what we think that they are. Barring all these injuries, barring all these things that are going on, they're going to have to play better. Okay? So with all of that being said, we have to look at it in that aspect. So yes, Broncos, you got yourself a franchise QB. That's been beat up a little bit. A lot of things have happened with the Seahawks where they didn't give him an offensive line. He had to run for his life. I don't know what we're going to see, what version of Russell Wilson we're going to see, but I believe he's the second best quarterback in the division. All right, followed up by Herbert and then Derek Carr. So now, let's go ahead and let's just figure out, based on what I just told you, do they make it out to the playoffs? I believe they make the playoffs this year, okay? Do I believe that they do anything else? No. I believe they make the playoffs, though. I don't know how they're going to do it because I still believe that the Chiefs may do it. The Raiders are like on the cusp. Like, they're a dangerous, like, wild card team. Like, I got to wait to see week one how they actually perform. But they do, like I said, they make me nervous because those Raider fans, bro, they dress up, they go wild. Like, it's too much swagger going on. But I just have a feeling the Broncos are going to make the playoffs, and I don't believe that, like I said, I don't believe they're going to win the Super Bowl. I would be shocked if they even make it to the championship game in the AFC, but I do believe they make the playoffs somehow. With the extended, season and all that stuff, and the new additional playoff spots. I believe that they're going to do that. Now, what does the future hold? Because now you have a 5-year extension. Okay, so that's 7 total years. He's gonna retire a Denver Bronco. Okay? Do I believe, this is the ultimate thing that a lot of the Denver Bronco fans are asking, do I believe that they ultimately win a Super Bowl with Russell Wilson? I'm gonna say it's highly possible. Over the next five years, I believe it's highly possible. Because the Broncos are a very, very tough defensive team. Okay? And they're only getting better. And I just believe that, obviously, for old school, whatever, smash mouth football, being able to play good defense, run the ball. We got to see how that works, but they have a formidable quarterback. So I would say within the next 5 years, the Denver Broncos will probably win a Super Bowl. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. Hopefully you're having a blessed day. I'm going to see you guys and girls next time. One love, y'all.